guys, welcome back to an episode of 12-inch Figure Fanatic. Remember to subscribe. So today we're opening up the AUG Toys Paul Atreides from Dune. This is the House of Atreides. Now I did also, around this time, same time I ordered this figure, I ordered the InArt figure. And I'm interested to see which one is going to come out better. And we'll do a side-by-side once that other figure comes. But this one already by itself looks like it's pretty awesome, and it's not even one of the mainstream figure makers. So let's crack this thing open and see what's going on here. Now at the end of this video, I'm going to show you a custom head sculpt that I actually bought ahead of this figure. I saw it on eBay and I was very impressed with it, so I said, let me just take the chance that this head sculpt might be better than the one that comes with the figure, and then I'll switch them out if needed. All right, so there's a slip on the inside of the box, just a close-up of him. This isn't the figure itself. It's a film photo. Okay. It's a little bit heavier than standard. I don't know if that's the figure or the base or the accessories. Okay, so I forgot one thing that's throwing me off a little bit. So I forgot that this figure doesn't have stitched hair. That's probably one of the biggest differences between this and the InArt version that I'm waiting for. It's sculpted, and it does look okay sculpted. It has, you know, a good amount of flyaway here. But with his head sculpt and with the way figures are going these days, you really do want to have it stitched hair if at all possible. As far as the detailing of the figure itself, it does look a little bit artificial, or corners cut in the painting of the chest area. It's not weathered enough. It's a little too flat. The sculpt itself is good on there, though. So you got his I guess it's the drinking tube here, or the nose tube. This is the nose tube. It goes in the nose. You got some plating, protective plating that attaches to the clothing. There's various details in the clothing itself, rubberized. Very nice detail throughout. The boots are weathered. Very nice there. And you've got very good dexterity. There's a slight clicking to the knee, which I like. I like figures that do that, and it gives you a little bit more confidence that it's going to hold in whatever position you want it to. But the stitching on the clothes, the detailing on the sculptable areas, very nice. I mean, even look up close here in the belt area. Got the sheath already attached here. Now, as far as the sculpt itself, so they did do, I see some plastic under there. Let me get rid of that. There we go. So they did do, it looks like his standard eyes versus, you know, later on in the series where he gets these glowing blue eyes from, oh man, what do they call it? That stuff. Yeah, I forget the name of it. I'm not a big Dune fan. I thought it dragged on a little too much. The action sequences were good enough. Don't shoot me. So the sculpt itself is done very well. The paint job on it is decent enough. I mean, I'd say above average, but not superb. But the sculpt itself is top notch. I wouldn't have any complaints about the sculpt. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so we've got his long blade. Got his short blade. And good detailing on there. Look at the little logo on there. House of Atreides. Atreides. House of Atreides. His backpack. And I believe it has an open up feature here. How? How does it open? Does it open? No, it just looks like it opens. Interesting. So that's another downside. The InArt version does open up, and you have contents inside. So this one just has these three solid pieces, nicely painted, nicely done. They even got the padding in the inside here, but this does not open. And then this is Velcro, and the Velcro does work nicely. And the strap up front here, it's sort of a metallic effect on the buckles. Yeah, very nice. And you got a few different hand sculpts here. Let's see what we got underneath. All right, so you got this, I guess, shawl. What would you call it? This, I don't know, dust storm protective clothing. This scrabby looking thing, and this goes on him on top of the existing outfit he's wearing. But good detailing on this as well. Nice choice of materials. I'm sure it was hard for them to conceptualize how to put this piece together because it seems simple enough, but it's also very intricate at the same time. They did a very good job with it, though, the texturing and everything. So I guess one of the huge selling points of this particular figure, and I don't know if the InArt one does this now that I think about it, but this one has a nice base to it. And the sand effect does look very nice. The coloring and, more importantly, the texturing of it, it's done very well. This is going to look great with the figure on display. And then you've got the metallic plate up front here that has the name of the film and his character's name. Very nice. Yep, AUG Toys. So let's get this thing set up, and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so here's the figure all set up. It looks very nice. One thing I forgot to mention because I missed it, it was kind of hiding in the box there, but it came with the face mask, and it is a plastic piece imposed onto a piece of material, and then you've got an elastic strap that also has some Velcro to it. So I have the figure on display here. I like that it has the recessed area to secure the feet, have them pressed into the sand a little bit. The knife fit into the sheath very nicely, and it secures snugly. I like how the hood area has a wire mesh to it so that you can have a little bit more flexibility in posing it accurately versus it just kind of popping out, doing what it will. Overall, I love the figure, but here's the head sculpt that I got. And as you can see, it's got the stitch tear. Probably could be styled a little bit better. But it's got the glowing blue eyes. And I don't know. Let's do a side by side. Let's get that nose piece out real quick. And it's hard to say. I mean, in some respects, my custom head sculpt looks a little bit better, but in another way, the one that came with the figure does. I'd have to say the eyes are good on both. It's just a matter of which color you're going for. The features are a little bit more chiseled on this one, but I think it does look less like him than this one. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know. Pros and cons to both. But I do like the glowing blue eyes better. I'm glad I bought this head sculpt for the time being, but I have a feeling that the InArt one is going to blow both of them out of the water. And I'll end up probably getting rid of both my custom head sculpt and the AUG Toys figure. So it comes with accessories, but I have to say that I'm not impressed with the choice of accessories. It doesn't come with that thing that they put in the sand that makes the thumping noises for the worms, and that case in the back doesn't open up like I know it's going to with InArt. Um, so there's already been a few complaints online that pretty much what you have to do is get both figures and then kit bash them to make one solid figure. I forget what they said the shortcomings in the InArt figure are so far, but apparently there's pros and cons to both. So the best thing to do is to just kit bash them. You'd lose a few dollars selling what remains, but if your goal is to have the ultimate figure, then it's worth the sacrifice, and that's what I tend to lean on doing anyway. So scale of 1 to 10. Other than the things that I mentioned, it hits all the marks. I'm going to give this figure a 9.2. I would have liked to maybe it had two head sculpts, one with the blue eyes, one with the brown. Obviously, to have it stitched here, but that ends up driving up the cost of the figure significantly. So, as is, I think it's a great figure. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the InArt one that I think is going to surpass it, however. And I'll give you that video side by side when the time comes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.